Hi, Faith. I cannot believe we're 24 hours away.
Oh my gosh, holy cow, it really is 24 hours. So exciting.
That's right. It's Urban Roots, Art, Food, and Roots, and it's going to be happening tomorrow. It is digital. This is a little different, but honestly, Faith, I feel like we have been working on this since April, and we have an absolute amazing program that is going to take place tomorrow from 3 until 6, all in an effort to do anything and absolutely everything we can to support Urban Roots. So I want to talk to you a little bit about this amazing nonprofit that has absolutely impacted my life and my daughter's life. You've been here for 10 years, and we want to keep you rooted right here in Northern Nevada.
Oh, we want that too. We are mission driven to change the way kids eat and learn, and we do that through garden based education. And with everything with the pandemic, we had to cancel spring break camp, we had to cancel summer camp, we had to cancel all of our field trips and all of our school based programs. It's been one hit after another, and frankly, we're not sure we're going to be here in 10 months. So we are throwing together this festival. It's amazing how it's turned out. And I think my favorite thing is how many members of our community have come to us with how can we help? How can we help? And so the contributors that we have for the festival are just incredible. And it's really shaping up to be so much fun.
It really is. And you're right about contributions. It is about a community coming together that is as passionate as you and I are for Urban Roots. And we have a lot of fantastic artists. We have amazing chefs that are going to be doing cooking demonstrations. I have to tell you, Faith, when you told me you were going to reach out to some local artists, you often forget the abundance of talent that you have in Northern Nevada. And you and we were combing through videos, and as the performances came in, one performance that truly stood out to me was with Kyle Ray and his daughter Ava. And I literally was in tears when I first saw it. It is absolutely beautiful. Before we bring him on to chat with us for a few minutes, his kids have actually been at Urban Roots. So talk to us a little bit about what they experience when they are at camp.
His kids are little, so we see them as young as 2. And so we have an amazing parent-child workshop where mamas or dads or grandparents or aunts and uncles can bring their little ones to the farm. We believe the sooner you get them exposed to gardening, the better. The sooner that they're exposed to creating their own food and growing it themselves, the more likely they are to eat those things. And maybe you can catch them before they become picky eaters. So I know that Kyle's little ones 5 and I believe younger than 5. Both of those little cuties have come to our farm and got to experience our program, and so excited to have Kyle in the mix for tomorrow. He's going to be incredible, and I know our viewers are going to just love seeing Ava sing.
Well, we said we were going rogue a little bit 24 hours before, so I'm going to add and introduce you to Kyle Ray. Kyle, thank you so very much from the bottom of our hearts for being a part of Urban Roots, Art, Food, and Roots. Tomorrow, you are about to blow away our community with your performance.
Oh, well, thanks. Hi, Connie Ray, and hi, Faith. Thanks so much for having me. I was so excited to put together a little bit of music for tomorrow. And I thought, it'd really be fun to get my kids involved. They're huge fans of Urban Roots. When my wife told me that, we're going to do this thing where kids are going to go to the farm, it was a couple of years ago, I think, when they went. I was so excited for them, and they just loved it, and they couldn't talk. They at dinner that night, they told me all about, what they did, and they, how they saw everything, and they, get their hands dirty, and they just had a blast. Unfortunately, did not catch them before they became picky eaters. My daughter Ava is still extremely picky, but she's picky kind of in the right way. She loves tomatoes. She'll take a great big tomato and just eat it like an apple, which I don't even think that I am that gastronomically advanced.
Well, and Kyle, it'll be so exciting because tomorrow, some of our chefs, their focus on the recipes they provide are kid friendly. And so kid tested, kid approved. There'll be some great tips that viewers like you can be able to get some great ideas for your picky eaters.
Well, that's great.
I think it was also great, Kyle. We get a glimpse of your kids and we get a chance to see them tomorrow. One of the things that you talked about was the importance of health in your family, and that Urban Roots is a part of helping you educate your kids about the importance of knowing where your food comes from and making those healthy choices. I thought it was interesting too that you even said, as a singer, you have to be healthy. And if you're going to continue to sing the way that you are going to sing tomorrow, I want you to eat all of your fruits and veggies.
100%. Yeah. And that's, I want myself, my family, and my kids to, live the healthiest lifestyle that they can. And, being a healthy person in your art, it starts with, living a healthy lifestyle. And one of the biggest things we can do is make sure what we put into our body is, we know where it comes from, and we know that it's nutritiously dense. And so that's just, it's part of living the life that, that you want to live.
That's awesome. Kyle, you're from Reno, right? So
Yes.
You've got your roots right here, born and raised.
You got it, baby. Roots in the ground. Reno, born and raised. I went to high school in Reno, went to college here, and then now working here. And my kids were born here, and my wife's a Reno native. So the whole shebang.
Well, you are just the perfect fit for art, food, and roots tomorrow. We really are excited.
Wonderful. Thanks for having me so much.
Kyle, thank you so much. Stick around here for just a few minutes. Faith, we've got to let everyone know how they can be a part of this amazing program tomorrow. Obviously, if you're streaming us right now and you see us on Facebook, or if you're on YouTube or Twitch right now and you're watching, this is where you can find us again tomorrow from 3 until 6. But you can also go to givebutter.com/urbanrootsnv. And I highly suggest you go there, because there's an opportunity for you to give back to Urban Roots so that they can continue the work that they're doing in our community. But I would also say you have lots of incentive to join us tomorrow, because we also have Melissa Joan Hart that's going to be here as well.
So exciting. And I think one of my favorite things about Melissa is just how down to earth she is. She's a real live human being. I know that sounds silly, but she is such an amazing actress and director, and she lives right here in Tahoe. And she's good friends with our board president. Her 3 sons go to the same school. It's when she heard that our nonprofit was in jeopardy, she just said, how can I help? And it's so exciting to have her on board.
I think it's interesting that she's got 3 boys of her own, and which you'll experience tomorrow, does talk about how what Urban Roots is doing is exactly what she is trying to do with her boys. And starting off your kids at a young age, having them become food explorers, having them try and getting dirty on the farm, I think that is what is so much fun. I know from my daughter, who's been in your programs over the last several years, it's that experience of getting out on the farm and getting your hands dirty. And then I can't explain it, Faith, but when you grow something that you have planted and then you turn that into food for your family, there's such a sense of pride.
Right? It's a sense of accomplishment. And honestly, nothing tastes better either. One of my favorite kid quotes from one of our campers is, she said, "Mom, I will only eat carrots from our ground, not from the store." I love it. And it's true, though, because it tastes better, too. It's just wonderful.
How do you foresee tomorrow going? We have a community already that has really wrapped their arms around Urban Roots. They believe in the work that you are doing. I don't know how you were able to do it, but the abundance of talent, the amazing chefs that we are going to hear from, great recipes that your kids are going to love, recipes that me as a parent are going to find easy to make for them, but yet they're healthy. It's just been amazing to see this community come together for tomorrow.
I'm very optimistic, and I'm I really think we're going to hit our goal of $100,000. And I feel that way because of the support we've received already. I looked on Give Butter, which is our platform for fundraising this morning, and we're already over $20,000. We're already over $20,000, and that's amazing. We haven't even started our event yet. And so based off of that and the fact that so many contributors were willing to donate their time and their talent to us, and that so many people are willing to donate $20, $10, all of it makes a difference. And we're already at 20,000. We're going to hit 100,000. I feel it.
And I just love the concept and the idea that the more that you give, the more opportunity you have to win some really fantastic prizes. You're also going to hear from Stephen Ritz, who I want a small portion of his energy. I don't know if you could bottle that up in a juice or something, but I would drink it down with the beet juice, and he is fantastic. And what he has done to transform garden-based education and turn it into 100% graduation rates is mind-blowing.
Yeah, absolutely. So he's based in the South Bronx. And the fact you just mentioned 100% graduation rates in the South Bronx, that school was at 17% graduation. And then Stephen came along, started using gardening in the classroom, and got it to 100%. I mean, this man has won an Emmy Award for his education. He's been nominated several times for Global Teacher of the Year. He's incredible, and we are so fortunate to have him on our side. I know we say community, but community means all of the America. You know, it's amazing to have somebody in the Bronx tuning in and rooting for us and helping us in such a big way.
Also wanted to remind everyone tomorrow that there's nothing wrong if you want to grab a glass of carrot juice and put this on your smart TV, kick back on the couch and live stream us. You can do that from your smart TV because we're on so many platforms. So we encourage you to do so. This is really run like an amazing broadcast, packed full of recipes, amazing performances, and a lot of insightful knowledge about the work that Urban Roots is doing. And I would say the best part is the kids. And they
yes.
so very, very much. We've got a lot of great stories to share with you from kids that have taken part in Urban Roots, that have now taken what they've learned to make their own gardens. Some of these kids, they are shaming me, Faith, on my garden.
I know. I thought that too. Or cooking. I'm like, ooh, why didn't I think of that?
So, and it's just a testament to the community that we have. And you have an opportunity to really transform where we are in our health in our community. And it does start at the root, and that starts with our kids. And what Urban Roots is doing is educating kids about, just imagine if you started to eat healthy now. Yeah. Where would you be in your adult years? Your longevity is what's at stake right now.
That is so true. And, you know, I've been talking to a lot of people this week about this event, and I've been surprised how many people are saying, you know, I didn't start gardening until I was in my 40s. So it's not too late. It's never too late. Our goal is to reach them while they're kids and have this become a habit and a routine for them. But if you don't have kids, or if you haven't even started gardening yet, it's not too late for you. Anybody can do it. And it's been really neat with this timing in a way. We're seeing the resurgence of victory gardens. You know, popular back in World War II, it was something essential that everybody did to support their country and to support each other. And here we go again. Since March 16th, I can't even tell you, I think it's quadrupled the number of searches in Google just on how to garden. So it's never too late. You can get started now. And tomorrow we'll have some tips from our educators and our farmers showing you how you can garden at home.
And I love that you said anyone can garden, because I was one of those individuals that said, there's no way, I can't grow anything. It's not going to happen. And I've had the opportunity to grow just this season alone, cilantro and tomatoes. I've got some beautiful flowers that came in, and I actually enjoy being outside. And when Story and I were picking the cilantro that we planted, that we grew, and then for us to make it into delicious Father's Day burgers for Dad over Father's Day weekend, there's something about cooking together is something that I did as a kid with my mom, and the idea that I can pass that on to my daughter, and picking foods that are healthy. And don't tell her, Faith, but she doesn't know that she's eating healthy.
That's fantastic. That's our goal at Urban Roots too. So.
Yeah, it's working. Whatever you're doing, it's working. I'm so excited. I'm excited to be a part of this. I'm excited that Melissa Joan Hart is going to help us reach our $100,000 goal tomorrow. And again, to your staff, Faith, we've been working together since April, and you have an amazing staff. We want to keep them going. They love what they do. The board that you have, we have a special surprise coming up from your board that is pretty spectacular, and we're going to reveal that halfway through the show tomorrow. But that is a testament again to how this community needs you. They need an organization like you to keep our community healthy, especially we're learning now through this pandemic. Our health is key to our future.
Absolutely. And if your immune system is high due to the good foods you're eating, you're less likely to catch something, especially COVID. So got to eat those fruits and vegetables. And it's our pleasure to teach our kids and our community how to grow them.
Well, I guess we'll see you tomorrow.
It's going to be amazing. And you can wear your jammies. That's so cool.
Yeah, we're not going to see you. We're the only ones that got to look good.
Oh, I'm wearing jammies now. I didn't tell you.
Well, we're so excited. We can't wait. And again, thank you to all of our amazing performers, to the chefs. Thank you to Stephen Ritz, Melissa Joan Hart, and all of your staff for making this possible. Please join us, Art, Food, and Roots. It's happening tomorrow, 3 until 6. Any of the Urban Roots platforms, please come and follow us, or just go to givebutter.com/urbanrootsenv.